Welcome to A Damn Good Question, the weekly broadcast that helps you understand the top news stories with a conservative twist.
The list.
We're supposed to have headsets.
Monitor. Well, we do have headsets. You want to?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to A Damn Good Question podcast. Did you unmute the mics?
Children of all ages.
Children of all ages.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, that's all anybody's talking about is this pedophile and eating babies.
And eating baby. Yeah. Jeez.
I tell you what, as W.C. Fields said something about that, and he said he liked it with onions and a little bit of pepperoni. All the way back then, W.C. Fields made a joke about eating babies. Wow. I believe that's true.
Well, people
don't even know who W.C. Fields is.
No, you don't. Yeah, comedian. It's comedy, bud. So, and first of all, the reason why babies are always chewing on their own hands and their own feet because babies taste good. Yeah.
Tender meat.
Yes.
And people say, "I'm appalled," as they go and support their abortion clinics.
Yeah.
Screw you.
But sitting across from me, as always, co-host, producer, sidekick, superhero in his own right, friend, the male model for the statue of Adonis, third richest man in the world, Mark.
Thank you.
Hello. And I'm, of course, your forever host, SGD. Welcome to A Damn Good Question podcast.
And I tell you what, SGD still sounds like a venereal disease.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like a sexual Sounds like what Bill Gates probably gave his wife.
After he slept with 2 Russian hookers.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is what they tried to say that Trump did. But actually, Bill Gates did it.
People need to understand, maybe we should talk about projection. This is an actual strategy that has been documented years for the left. Destroy your, no, it has nothing to do with the left or right.
But it is used by the left,
and you can use it, and you can use it. At the right, can use it too to project, and it's basically called lying. But projection,
whatever you're doing, say that your enemy is doing it. So
double down on it,
so that it creates confusion and doubt.
And it's a brilliant strategy that's been used for centuries, folks.
And it still works because people are stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And gullible. People are stupid and gullible, Mark. But once again, it's been a slow week since last week. Nothing has happened. I mean, nothing's happened. So what should we talk about?
Well, let's talk about the Olympics now that they're over and
hats off to the men and women of the U.S. Olympic team, at least those who are
patriots.
The men. Those who are patriots.
At least the men.
Those who are patriots.
Now the women have been have won. They've been good for many years, right?
Yeah, but we got most medals ever for the U.S. in Winter Olympic sports.
Yep. And we're back on the female figure skating.
Yeah.
24 years?
Something like that.
Finally won the gold?
Yeah.
She's special.
Yeah. And she chose to stay with America, unlike her counterpart who did skiing, who decided to go be for Team China because Team China paid her like $27 million.
The only concern I have is that people are going to start getting her piercing and they're going to start dyeing their hair like her.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but we call them leftists.
Well, she is actually a leftist.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that.
And but it's important.
But she is
a leftist,
patriot.
And she's still a patriot. And she keeps her mouth shut. When you're getting a gold medal, you do not need to be complaining about how woke this or something there. You can complain, though, about how the medals can't even stay together, and fall apart in your hands. But that's another story.
Yeah, I mean, you can also complain about how within the first 3 days they were out of condoms at the
what's up with that?
The athlete village. They were out of condoms within 3 days.
How hard is it?
Well, come on, Italy. People are going to be a little more promiscuous than that. I mean, come on, geez. I mean, they're going to run out of 3,000 condoms just from the gay figure skaters sleeping with each other, for crying out loud. Yeah. I mean, come on. Not to mention the guys and girls who actually hook up together. Jeez. But yeah, very successful Winter Olympics for the United States team. I think so. So congratulations to us. Yay! We finished second in the medal count, only behind Sweden.
Have you noticed that the most patriotic song now is Freebird? Everything has Freebird in it.
Freebird.
And hats off to Budweiser.
I think commercial. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen that commercial yet, Budweiser, Tex Budweiser, Clydesdales,
Bald Eagle.
Well, you gave it away. But anyway, I tell you what, it is a joy to share that with somebody who has not seen it yet and to watch their face.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, absolutely, it is. I've done that to 2 people now, and that has been a big joy when they see that commercial for the first time.
It is a fun, patriotic.
Do you know that commercial?
Oh shoot!
Oh, we're gonna get to our.
You're gonna have 3 now.
Now we're gonna have 3. Yeah. Okay. Winter Olympics. What else do you want to talk about? No, about the Winter Olympics. I mean,
you know what?
How did we do in curling? Did we win? We won a medal in curling.
Canada was cheating in curling.
Yeah,
they called Canada cheating in curling.
Cheating.
I mean,
if they were the 51st state, they would have won the gold in the men's hockey team.
They would have. Yeah. If they were the 51st state, or at least a U.S. territory.
I love that line.
Yeah, they could have been part of it.
They could have been a winner.
They could have been a winner. Instead of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last, Canada. And, I want to give a huge shout out to Matt Walsh, by the way, who is talking about how we just need to go ahead and invade Canada because with all the things that are going on in Canada, if it was any other country doing it and they were that close to us, we would have already invaded them to save their people from all the crazy things that are going on, like the murders that they're doing, assisted suicide murders. They're just talking people into dying and putting them to sleep permanently. It's absolutely insane. Oh, you have seasonal depression? Let's hook you up to the machine and kill you.
Well, it's okay if you're a leftist.
Yeah, so it probably works in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of those people are leftists. I mean,
this stuff's crazy.
Yeah, they're a crazy country. But do we really want them? Do we really want them? I guess they got a lot of resources.
If we turn Providence, Quebec has resources.
Drill, baby, drill.
Quebec has resources. And that's about it. And matter of fact, Quebec is putting in a referendum to secede from Canada and become part of the United States. I actually saw that news story, and then I heard the guys talking about it, and they were talking to people on the streets, and they're like, "Why do we want to be part of this craziness? We've wanted things with the United States for so long, and these guys are trying to stop it. Why? And they use us. We're the economic engine for Canada, and they're trying to punish us. It's time that we go." Mm-hmm. So yeah, hey, I agree. Time for you to go.
Okay. Well, you wanted to talk about Disney. Why do you keep bringing up Disney?
Mark, Disney is a company that has decided that they don't care, right? They've destroyed their own brand in the last few years.
Yeah, they really have.
Their Snow White movie was just god awful and lost $178 million. It deserved to lose more. I can't believe anybody would watch that crap to begin with. A Hispanic Snow White. What? I don't know who does these casting things, but they need to be shot. Okay, they just do. They just need to be shot. And then to make her the boss woman, and that she bosses around the seven dwarfs, and they do what she tells them to do because she's in charge. No one. Go woke, go broke, and that's just.
I think I saw an X-rated version of that movie once. Have that as the theme.
I bet you have. Was there pizza delivery guys involved? Was there music like bow chicka bow?
You know, you got to watch about pizza parties now. You got to watch what you're saying. You know,
listen, I as a teenager, I was a pizza delivery guy, and some of the things I seen and some of the things that happened.
I tell you what, there was nothing like having a pizza party, and but it's not the same party.
But let me tell you how crazy Disney is right now. Right now, Disney is trying to convince the FCC that The View is a news program. That The View is a news program, so that they don't have to have the equal time for people. Like the whole thing that happened with Colbert, where he's like, they want me to have Jasmine Crockett on because I had this other Democrat on. So you're telling me that it wasn't fair for Colbert to have a black congresswoman on and give her as much time as he gave the white congressman? Wow. It wasn't Colbert thought that was unfair to do. Mm-hmm. Wow, these left and how these rules that they always want, but then always say that they don't have to apply to them. How bad is
Crockett that they don't even want her on?
Oh, she's bad.
I know
we know she's bad. She's horrible.
even we agree with Stephen.
I wouldn't want her on either, but
Stephen.
But who in the right mind ever thinks that they're going to get anybody to believe that The View is a news program?
They probably will.
How much?
Although the FCC is now run by Trump, right?
Yeah. I tell you what, if they back up $1 billion to my house and just dump it, okay, Disney, I will let you say that The View is a news program. But that's as far as it goes. You can say it's a news program so that I don't have to have equal time on for people.
I thought it was almost over. Why is it still on?
Because there are stupid liberal white women who can't turn off the show because they're angry about everything, just like the hosts of The View. Donald Trump, Orange Man, evil. Oh, come on. This stuff's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're a ridiculous show. And they, the only thing I ever see on them coming across my timelines are X number of people who just blow up at them and walk off the stage. And
except for those are all fake.
Yeah,
that's all fake. That's all fake stuff. Fake AI generated stuff. Fake talking. It never really happens.
I thought there's been some people that have gone on there.
There have been a few people who've gone on and got angry, or a few people but they don't have those people on. If you go and actually try to look it up, you find out that those people have never been on The View, and The View will never have those people on anyways, because they're not the talking points that they want, right? So Disney's lost their way again, thinking that The View is news. Whatever.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, what else you got?
Well, Trump's 26th State of the Union centered on immigration, crime, the economy, culture, and with a series of specific but kind of loosely sketched proposals. On the immigration and border, he claimed that we have created the most secure border in American history by far, tying border enforcement to reduction in fentanyl and violent crime. True. Called for restoring and expanding his crackdown measures, including stricter asylum rules and tougher actions against drug cartels in Mexico and the wider Western Hemisphere. True. Let's see what the cartels are doing now in Mexico. Mexico, I got a text from a friend of mine when we tried to do our guys' vacation. He's like, "So what country are we going to now?" Because obviously Mexico's off, right?
They're still fighting and having war.
They kill a cartel boss, and that cartels explode in violence. They've shut down airports. People who are on the resorts are told to stay in place, and they will not be allowed to leave the resort for any reason. This is to keep them safe. Part of me is like, why couldn't I still be there? Why couldn't I be there when this happens so that I get extra days to where I can't leave and they just have to put up with me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, boss. I have to extend my vacation. You hear about the violence cartel war down here? Send the Marines to save me. I'll come back.
Yeah.
But Trump's been right all along. He's been right all along about the cartels. He's been right all along. And I read a news article from Mexico, actually in English, thankfully, that the cartels actually control 1/3 of the country of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I believe that.
All the land, everything. They control 1/3 of it. So they are a problem. But Mexico's let it go on for so long. These guys have better weapons than their police forces. Yeah, but not their military. They got about the same amount of weapons as their military. But if they allow our military to help, the cartels are done. And we all know that. The cartels know that. The cartels know that if the U.S. military is activated, there is no hope for them. Oh, they've got shoulder-fired rocket launchers. Okay, we have planes and helicopters that can't even be seen until you're dead. Okay, just ask Maduro how that worked out for him.
Well, the one thing that I was, and I think I'm right on this, the one problem with the cartels and a lot of these people is, yes, they have these weapons, but unless you really get trained,
that's true too,
and not just an hour, how to do it. I'm talking about constant training that our military goes through on these weapons. You're not going to be able to use them properly or efficiently.
Correct.
That's why these guys that have these automatic weapons in gangs and everything, they shoot up all this stuff and they accidentally they hit somebody.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's bad, but imagine if they were actually trained and actually knew what they were going to do. How many people in Chicago would die each weekend?
Yeah, really. And Trump's backed proposals such as the Delilah Law to bar commercial driver's license for undocumented immigrants, which,
common sense.
Common sense. Crime and law enforcement. He linked his border agenda to lowering the murder rate and combating fentanyl deaths. Framing immigration as a core crime policy, because it just is. Emphasize support for police and harsher treatment of gangs and cartels, promising to restore law and order as a central theme. On the economy, he talked about inflation, touted what he prescribed a roaring post-return economy, saying inflation is plummeting and incomes are rising, and then America is respected again, perhaps like never before. Pledged to continue efforts to reduce prescription drug prices, and said he wants to codify existing actions into law, though without detailed mechanisms. And of course, that won't happen as long as there's such a narrow margin in the House and Senate. And that's why these midterms are going to be very, very important. He endorsed a Stopped Insider Trading Act to restrict stock trading by members of Congress and their spouses, and pointed out Pelosi in that. And of course, Elizabeth Warren, for the only thing they got up and clapped for. She got up and clapped for that.
Give her credit on that.
Yep.
It's probably her Indian heritage that caused her to.
Yeah. Foreign policy and security. He presented a broad vow to restore American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, specifically citing cartels, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference as threats, because they are. Framed this posture as part of the defending the legacy of the American Revolution, saying the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And then he pulled probably one of the best tricks on television ever done for political theater. Please stand if you agree with this statement.
Yeah.
That the first responsibility of the government of the United States is to defend the American people, not illegal immigrants. Not one Democrat could stand. And to get the camera panning on these people, he called out Somali pirates, which caused Ilhan Omar to start yelling and screaming back at him as he was talking, which really made her look like a fool. These people are a joke. They are a clown car. And why any foreigner sits in Congress or Senate of the United States is incomprehensible. Should not be allowed. Period. Okay. At one point, he even said these people are crazy.
Yeah.
When they
wouldn't
stand.
Ashamed of yourself.
Should be ashamed for you. They wouldn't stand for a 99-year-old World War II veteran getting the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Or for the mother of that.
The mother for the Irina Szuzka, sorry, I know I butchered her name, who was murdered on the train car in Charlotte, North Carolina. They wouldn't stand for her. These people are crazy. They're demented. They're distorted. They have no respect for America. They have no respect for you, the American people. And we shouldn't have any respect for them.
I believe all that's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the other clown car, we have the Republicans.
I agree.
And here's the thing.
Some of them really need to be shelved out.
As bad as these Democrats are, how are people voting for this?
Bad messaging. The Republicans, first of all, they can't get their ducks in a row and stand together on anything. Second of all, they don't know how to message, right? Of course, the media helps the Democrats message. They write their message for them. They send it out to them all in a mass email so that they all have the same talking point every morning.
Then arrest the media.
It would be nice.
Well, why not? Because the other side will.
No, let me tell you. The other side will. Trump talked about how they were allowing the state to kidnap your children and have them transed, and he was right. He was right. Even a left-wing thing that tried to say that it was false, eventually 3 paragraphs in, when you read it, says the state has to tell you where your kid is, unless they're wanting an abortion or want to transition to another sex. Then the state does not have to tell the parents where the kid is and what's happening to them. So they just admit to it after they say that it's not happening.
You see that one meme? I think Babylon Bee did it a number of years ago, where the girl comes up, she's underage, and she says, "Can I have a pack of cigarettes?" "No, you're underage." "Can I have alcohol?" "No, you're underage." "Can I have an abortion?" "Come on in."
Come on in. Yeah. Now, according to CNN's own poll, and you know this drives CNN crazy, and CNN, you know they're not calling a bunch of Republicans or polling a bunch of Republicans. 2/3 people polled by CNN said it was a good and powerful speech, and that the president was right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
he was just too long.
Well, I mean,
1 hour and 47 minutes?
When you have that kind of applause going, right? You have to stop and let people applaud and standing ovations. And
it only seemed like it was 1 hour and 41 minute. Yeah. It didn't seem as long as it was.
So let's look at some of the stats. FBI uniform crime reporting. Data shows that violent crime rate per 100,000 population, with notable drops in homicides, down 21% from 2024 to 2025. 24%. Because Trump is sending in the National Guard, like to Washington, D.C. They've sent them into other places, but nobody's making a stink about it.
No.
They're sending ICE in and running.
In fact, you never hear about Washington, D.C. hardly at all.
No, matter of fact, their mayor said it was a huge success, and she's not running for mayor again. Probably because nobody will vote for her once she said it was a huge success. Memphis, Tennessee, Democratic mayor is loving that crime is down because why? They're a tourist city. Because they're a tourist city, they need crime to go away or they will not survive. So, with the National Guard in there, ICE in there, Border Patrol in there, and they're sweeping out all the criminals, they're loving it. New Orleans, same thing. Having all the criminals swept out of New Orleans and arrested and put away, they are loving it because you can't attend Mardi Gras if you're going to be assaulted or run over by a truck by some Islamist. And we got to get them out of this country for sure. So then let's look at annual inflation rate. So 2020 was 1.2%. 2021, 4.7%. 2022, 8% annual. Which I still think they were trying to hit low numbers here. 2023, 4.3%. 2024, 3%. Last 12 months, under 2.4%.
Yeah.
Wages have gone up in 2025 household medium income went up over $1,500.
Don't even think of a raise. Okay.
$1,500. So we have to do a better job of letting people know that it's working. It's working. Democrats cannot say affordability because they don't know. They can't say what makes things affordable and what doesn't make things. Trump can now talk about affordability because he has stopped inflation and he is bringing wages up. Wages will come up, inflation will stay low, and people can afford things again. These are important. But Mark, how do we get this message out? How do we get young people involved to understand? Because this is about young people. It's not us people, Mark. Us older people. We're already smart enough. We've lived through thinking that Democrats were right and that we were going to be on the left side until we woke up one day and realized nobody was paying our rent. Nobody was giving us everything for free because we're white. And then we had to start doing everything ourselves. And then that turned us into Republicans because we understand that this is the greatest, freest nation ever. How do we get young people involved? How do we make them stay focused? How do we get them out to the polls? And Mark, today that is our damn good question.
Hey, so don't the Republicans have somebody that's good at marketing? Of course they do. Why aren't they?
They used to, but they shot him.
Who's that?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good at talking to young people, so they killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a disappointment, too, by the way.
There's a lot of disappointments there.
Yeah. There's a lot of disappointment, and it's sad. But, yeah, we got to get the marketing and the word out. And I tell you what Trump did at the State of the Union has already been, they've already thrown commercials around all over.
They are. Showing that the Democrats are crazy and that they stand for nothing when it comes to America. If they didn't do it, it didn't happen.
But I think the angst that I still see with everybody is, and I've been saying this for weeks and weeks now, where are the arrests?
Oh, well, they arrested more people for going into that church today. They arrested 20 more people.
Well, everybody should be arrested.
Yeah, well, Don Lemon should go to prison for it. I mean, he knew what was happening. You know, he's kissing on them and giving them coffee and talking about what they're going to do when they go in.
Yeah, but I can understand the coffee, but was he asking if they wanted cream or sugar?
No.
Now, if he did, they're definitely guilty. But if he was just giving them coffee,
they have to take it black.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But that's not how Don Lemon likes his men.
He likes it with cream, doesn't he?
He likes it. Well, Andy Cohen's his boyfriend or husband or whatever, so he likes white guys. Yeah. It's stupid.
It's sick.
It is.
Sick people.
We have to keep pressure on. The Republicans need to do a better job of messaging. Yeah. I get it. They do not have the media, but they have podcasters and they have people who are woken up and realize that if the left ever gets in power again, everybody's going to jail.
But the media could be what's her name doing with CBS?
Well, CBS has the lowest ratings they've ever had. So they're doing great.
No.
Yes.
What's her name took it over, right?
Yes. And because of that, the leftists have stopped watching.
Oh.
So they're getting the lowest ratings they've ever had.
Have they turned more conservative?
Yeah, they're turning fair.
Okay.
They're turning fair.
Yeah,
they're just giving
news reports.
There's
a bunch of loser conservatives out there.
News reports is all the news is supposed to give.
Yeah.
There's a difference between opinion, The View, Greg Gutfeld, and the news. You know, Brett Baer. Brett Baer. He's pretty much the only.
There's a couple independent news channels that are pretty good.
Yes, but your news is not your opinion.
Well, if CBS is actually fair, people, let's start watching CBS. I used to love CBS. When I was growing up, that was our station,
yeah,
CBS.
That was everybody's station growing up.
Who was it was
Walter Cronkite, and then
and
Dan Rather.
Yep.
And then Dan Rather got into that.
Yeah, but before that, Dan Rather for a decade was our go-to guy.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
And CBS News was it.
CBS
and
News was
we used to watch NBC a little bit too. Where was Walter Cronkite on?
CBS.
CBS, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, See, when I was growing up, he was the man.
He was.
He was the man who reported on Vietnam.
Yep.
He was the man we trusted, whether we should have or not.
Right.
He actually was fair, even though he was to the left.
Yeah. But you can be to the left, but you can't put your opinion in news.
Yeah, Walter.
You have to give the facts and leave it.
Cronkite would just tell the facts and everything. He may have slanted a little bit, but you couldn't tell.
Even though I give nothing but facts on this, and I could be considered news, I consider myself opinion, even though they're the right opinions and it is facts. It's just how it is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, maybe we should start listening. Check out CBS, everybody, on our massive Spotify area. Why don't we all check out CBS and see if they really have changed, see if they are really better, Do they have a morning show, CBS morning show?
Oh, yes, and it's horrible.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the host?
Gayle King is one of the hosts.
Oh, I absolutely don't like her.
No, I don't either. I'm famous because...
She's okay.
I'm famous because my best friend is the richest black woman in the world.
Yeah.
Oprah. And therefore, I got my job making $20 million a year to be a horrible morning host.
Yeah.
She's horrible. She's got awful.
Yeah. Well, anyway, check out CBS. Let's see if stuff's fair.
Yeah. We really do need to keep young people involved. We have to keep... It's young people who are susceptible to the stupidity because of high school and college, that they get this stuff just put into their brain that, like Abigail Spanberger, who is the governor of Virginia now. She's the one who gave the rebuttal to the State of the Union. In it, she talked about how Trump lowered taxes and lowered this, and that those lowering of taxes are going to hurt marginalized communities who depend on that tax revenue to support them.
No, they don't.
Yep, to support them. Why does anybody have to rely on my money to support them?
Yeah.
If you can't support yourself, get out there and find a better job. Get out there and work. One of the biggest problems we're having in this country right now is the amount of welfare that is going to the Islamists in this country that do not work. They have 7, 8 kids and do not work, and they're getting paid by our government to do what? Invade our country, take our resources. Yeah. That's all that's happening. But hey, we need to thank our sponsor before we go any further. So we want to thank the fine folks at Towhead Plumbing.
Got plumbing problems? Look no further than Towhead Plumbing, your local plumbing experts. Need a new faucet installed or an old one repaired? We've got you covered. Is your toilet giving you trouble? We specialize in toilet installation, replacement, and repairs. Thinking about a new garbage disposal or replacing the old one? Call us. Need a new dishwasher? We handle dishwasher installations and replacements with ease. And don't forget those outdoor hose bibs. We repair them too. For fast, reliable service, call Towhead Plumbing today at 704-813-5653. Your home deserves the best, and so do you.
Well, I'll mention that. Okay.
And we're back.
And we are.
We're back. So,
did you miss us?
Well, yeah, of course they did. So, Mark, we always like to end with a good news story, and I got a great news story for you, Mark.
Is there good news?
Yeah, one that's near and dear to your heart.
Oh.
Really?
Something about Taylor?
I know it's near and dear. Better. Something that's
better than Taylor?
Something that's more near and dear to your heart than she who will not be named.
Okay.
The WNBA may be done.
Oh, my.
Over arguments about pay. That is some of the best news I've ever heard. So revenue sharing and increased player salaries are the two biggest areas surrounding these negotiations. They didn't go into specific dollars amount, but they did say that both sides didn't see eye to eye right now about how revenue sharing is being negotiated. The Players Association is asking for gross, and the league, the WNBA, is asking to deal in a SBI, which is a shared basketball income, where you negotiate how much money goes into the pot, and that's shared to players. That's kind of the sticking point. That's the part where they are at this time, and to get those conversations, we never are on the same side. It is an offer to the league last week. The Players Union offered an average 27.5% of the WNBA's gross revenue.
Oh, never gross.
Which is revenue before expenses over the course of the CBA. The union had previously asked for more than 30% of the revenue, but the league said that the model would cause hundreds of millions of dollars of losses for our teams. That teams that don't make any money. You guys are supported by the NBA. The NBA actually has a tax on their teams that goes to create the WNBA and pay for the WNBA. If there wasn't a tax on the NBA, there would be no WNBA because you don't make money.
Especially when you beat up on Caitlin.
Yeah, because I tell you what, if Caitlin goes down the drain and can't play basketball anymore, there goes more than half your market.
Yeah,
you people are stupid because you women have been led to believe that you deserve the same treatment that the men, and you should be on the same pay level as the men. You have to make the same amount in revenue as the men to get paid like the men. And if you do, great, fantastic. You get your share of that pie. But if the men are who are paying your salary, you should probably just shut up and accept your salary.
Yeah.
The WNBA has not made a profit ever, but you want money that's already going in the toilet, and you want more of it. How much more do you think they can give you before they just go, okay, this obviously is not going to work? And
it's just proven that women aren't good at math.
They're not.
No,
they're not. So I saw this liberal today say that, okay, for voting rights, the women's gold medal hockey team against the men's gold medal hockey team, the winner gets the right to vote and the losers don't. There's one liberal guy going, no, we don't want this, and the conservative guy's going, okay, let's go ahead and do that. So you're saying that if the men's hockey team beats the women's hockey team, no women ever get to vote again, period? Is that what we're...
So women aren't going to be able to vote, huh?
Because if these people actually believe that the women's hockey team can beat the men's hockey team, they have another thing coming.
Well,
the women's national soccer team lost to a 12 and under boys team.
Well, I was going to say,
badly.
We got some high school hockey men here in Steuben County that will beat those guys.
Beat those girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever remember? It's been years ago when McEnroe was asked about Williams. And he said no, she get it. And Williams finally said, no, I played what's his name and I lost in 3 straight sets and it took him 15 minutes.
And she was honest about it. She's like, we can't compete against them.
We were talking about Caitlin though, and we had to make a lot of excuses, but maybe Caitlin could hang with the men as a shooter, and as a passer. She ain't going inside, ain't going into the paint.
Well, she's not going in the paint now because they're rough. The women rough her up so bad.
But
can she shoot the ball? Yes.
Yeah, but maybe she could be an asset to a men's basketball team, and she's the only one to even have a conversation about it. And most people say, no, she had no chance. She would have no chance. No. But I actually think she might if she was just going to be shooting and everything.
She would have to come off screens.
Yeah,
she would have to. Somebody'd have to screen, and she'd have to come off the screen.
There are players like her in the NBA,
but that's the only way she'd ever get a shot. It's the only way she'd ever get a shot.
And it would be interesting that they wouldn't have a locker room for her. But other than that, anyway, it'll be interesting to see what Caitlin does because she's not going to have to worry about a career.
No.
So
no.
They'll see it.
No.
Okay.
But
how do you get a hold of us?
How do they get a hold of us, Mark?
Just shout loud out your window. That's a damn good question. Yeah. and we'll come running. Okay.
I just saw our engineer go, "Holy cow, that was loud."
Anyway, Mark at damngoodquestion.org.
.org.
They can get us on the book. Facebook,
The Book.
They can also find us on
DX.
We are also, of course, here on Spotify. And we are just set up to start posting on Rumble and YouTube.
Yeah,
we're going video here real soon.
Video. Which, honestly, without video or with a fake video playing in the background, this should get posted this week. What do you think, young man?
Yeah, we'll try. We'll try.
I mean, that's what he gets paid for.
Yeah, we could just post our logo on it. You know?
Or put puppies playing in the background.
Kittens. Pictures of Taylor.
James Taylor?
Yeah, James Taylor. Pictures of Taylor Swift playing with kittens. The wedding is in what?
No, they paused it. Remember?
No, I think it's back on. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We should have you fact check some things.
Yeah.
Like when we say that, you go on it's Taylor's wedding. I think it's still on. I have not got my invitation yet, and just FYI, Kelsey. Don't forget your buddy Mark here. Okay. What, are you looking it up?
No.
Oh.
But hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us this week and every week. And we hope that you share it, like it, spread it around to your friends, send it to your enemies. If you want to have a good laugh sometime, just get on and laugh with us. Because, I mean, come on. Some of the things we say, pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we come up with damn good questions. Okay.
And this is the most amazing country ever. And we have to fight to keep it that way. Mm-hmm. And if that means fighting to keep it that way from the people who think that everybody should be here and everybody should get everything free and only take money from us to give it to them, we're going to have to do it.
And Islam, come to Jesus.
No, just get out of my country.
Oh, no. We want them to come to Jesus.
Just get out. They can get out of the country first. Then they can come to Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But hey, once again, we want to thank everybody for coming. We want to thank everybody for listening. Give us a shout out. And until next time, God bless and see ya.
Bye.